Hello everyone, and welcome back to Time for Gardening. Spring is just around the corner, and nothing says fresh start like the vibrant, resilient glow of daffodils. Today, I'm sharing 20 unique garden inspirations to help you transform your space into a golden spring sanctuary. Whether you have a sprawling yard or a tiny balcony, these tips are designed to make your garden the talk of the neighborhood. Stick around until the very end, because I'm revealing my absolute favorite secret for keeping those blooms coming back bigger and better every year. Let's dive in. Imagine a vibrant stream of gold winding through your backyard, mimicking the natural flow of water. The Daffodil River is a show-stopping design achieved by planting thousands of bulbs in a sweeping S-curve across an open lawn. This technique creates a dynamic visual energy that guides the eye through the landscape, making even the simplest yard feel like a curated botanical park. To achieve this fluid effect, focus on naturalizing the bulbs rather than planting them in stiff, straight lines. By tossing the bulbs gently and planting them where they land within your designated riverbank, you ensure a look that is organic and effortless. As the years go by, these hardy perennials will multiply, thickening the golden current and making your spring garden a local landmark for neighbors and pollinators alike. For those who appreciate the smaller details, the Victorian teacup display offers a dash of whimsical charm straight out of a storybook. Using vintage porcelain or oversized ceramic teacups as unconventional planters brings a touch of Alice in Wonderland to your patio or garden table. It's the perfect way to showcase miniature varieties like tete-a-tete that might otherwise get lost in a large garden bed. Beyond its aesthetic appeal, this miniature gardening approach is incredibly practical for urban dwellers or those with limited mobility. These small-scale arrangements allow you to experiment with different soil mixes and drainage, while keeping the blooms at eye level where their intricate details can be fully appreciated. Once the blooms fade, these teacup gardens can be easily moved or swapped out, making your spring decor as flexible as it is beautiful. One of the most striking ways to make your yellow daffodils pop is by utilizing basic color theory through the blue and gold contrast. By interplanting bright daffodils with deep blue muscari, also known as grape hyacinths, you create a high-contrast palette that looks professionally designed. The cool tones of the blue flowers act as the perfect backdrop, making the warm yellow trumpets of the daffodils appear even more luminous. This pairing is more than just a visual win. It's a masterclass in companion planting. Both bulbs share similar blooming schedules and soil requirements, meaning they will emerge and peak at the same time for a synchronized explosion of color. Whether planted in tight clusters or long, alternating borders, this duo provides a rich, textured look that signals the official arrival of spring with sophisticated flair. If you have a shaded area under deciduous trees, you can transform it into a woodland fairy tale. Naturalizing daffodils in these dappled light spots creates a sense of ancient, untouched beauty. By tucking bulbs around moss-covered logs, ferns, and gnarled tree roots, you evoke the atmosphere of a mystical forest floor where every turn of the path reveals a new cluster of dancing white and yellow blooms. The beauty of this inspiration lies in its low-maintenance nature. Because the daffodils bloom before the trees fully leaf out, they get all the sunlight they need to recharge for next year. Over time, they will spread into thick and formal drifts that require almost no intervention, allowing you to sit back and watch your enchanted forest grow more magical with every passing spring. For a modern and artistic take on the traditional flower bed, consider the Ombré Border. This design uses the massive variety of daffodil cultivars to create a seamless color gradient. Start at one end with deep, fiery orange-centered varieties and slowly transition through bright yellows and soft creams until you reach a finale of pure, snowy white at the opposite end. This structured approach turns your garden into a living canvas. It requires a bit of planning during the planting season, but the payoff is a sophisticated visual flow that feels intentional and high-end. It's a fantastic way to showcase the subtle differences between varieties while maintaining a cohesive, organized look that will have every passerby stopping to take a second look. Nothing says spring has sprung quite like the upcycled rain boot planters. This is a fun, sustainable way to breathe new life into old, colorful Wellington boots that have outgrown their original purpose. By lining them up along a fence or clustering them on a porch, you create a cheerful, rustic display that instantly brightens up any corner of the home. These welly planters are particularly great for families because they turn gardening into a playful DIY project. Just remember to poke a few drainage holes in the soils and fill them with a lightweight potting mix. Because daffodils are so resilient, they will thrive in these quirky containers, providing a pop of sunshine that celebrates the season of April showers and May flowers. If you're short on space but want a long-lasting show, the Bulb Lasagna Pot is your secret weapon. This technique involves layering different bulbs at various depths within a single large container. You plant the largest, latest blooming daffodils at the bottom, followed by mid-season tulips, and finally, early blooming crocuses or grape hyacinths near the surface. As spring progresses, the pot undergoes a constant transformation. The top layer blooms first, and as those fade, the next layer pushes through, resulting in a continuous explosion of color that can last for over a month. This compact garden is perfect for American porches and balconies, proving that you don't need an acre of land to have a diverse and thriving spring display. For the homeowner with a minimalist aesthetic, geometric modernism offers a clean and structured alternative to the wilder cottage styles. Utilizing sharp, rectangular planters in bold colors like charcoal or black provides a stark contrast to the soft organic shapes of pure white daffodils like Tilia. The result is a high-fashion, architectural look that complements modern American homes perfectly. The key to this style is density and precision. By planting bulbs in tight, grid-like patterns, you create a solid block of color that feels like part of the building's design rather than an afterthought. This monochrome approach highlights the delicate form of the flowers, proving that sometimes, less truly is more when it comes to sophisticated landscape design. While most people enjoy their gardens during the day, the Moonlight Garden is designed specifically for the blue hour and beyond. By choosing exclusively white-petaled daffodils, you create a space that seems to glow as the sun sets. These pale blooms reflect the natural light of the moon and stars, creating a serene, luminous sanctuary for evening relaxation. To enhance this ethereal effect, pair your white daffodils with silver foliage plants or white gravel paths. This combination ensures that even when the colors of the day have faded, your garden remains a radiant and visible retreat. It's the perfect inspiration for busy professionals who want to enjoy the fruits of their labor after the workday is done. In today's world, a beautiful garden can also be a functional one, and the Pollinator Path is the perfect example. By selecting open-faced daffodil varieties and mixing them with other early-blooming wildflowers, you create a vital fast food station for bees waking up from winter. This approach shifts the focus from purely aesthetic to eco-conscious gardening. Watching your garden buzz with life adds a whole new dimension to the experience. When you plant for pollinators, you aren't just growing flowers, you're supporting a local ecosystem. This narrative resonates deeply with the growing community of American gardeners who want their outdoor spaces to be as beneficial for the planet as they are beautiful to the eye. Historically, farmers used daffodils in the orchard for more than just their looks. Planting thick rings of daffodils around the base of apple, pear, or cherry trees creates a beautiful floral skirt that signals the start of the fruiting season. The sight of white fruit blossoms above a carpet of yellow daffodils is one of the most classic images of the American countryside. Beyond the aesthetics, this practice serves a practical purpose. The toxic alkaloids in daffodil bulbs actually deter rodents like voles and gophers from nibbling on tree roots. It's a brilliant example of a living mulch that provides pest protection and beauty at the same time. This tip is a game changer for anyone trying to maintain a healthy and productive home orchard. Move over traditional yellow. The Peachy Keen palette highlights the trendier, softer side of spring. Featuring rare daffodil varieties with salmon, apricot, or pink-toned cups, this look is perfect for the gardener who wants something unique. Paired with soft peach pansies or violas, this color scheme feels fresh, modern, and incredibly romantic. These pastel varieties often have a more delicate appearance and a surprising range of fragrances. By incorporating these designer colors into your garden, you create a conversation piece that stands out from the standard yellow displays found in most neighborhoods. It's a sophisticated way to play with color and show off your expertise as a plant collector. For those living in urban environments or townhomes, window box cheer proves that you don't need a yard to be a gardener. Packing a window box tightly with miniature daffodil varieties brings the joy of spring right to your fingertips. Every time you look through the glass, you're greeted by a wall of sunshine that can lift your mood even on a rainy spring day. The secret to a great window box is overplanting. Because the space is limited, you want a dense, lush look that spills over the edges. Miniature varieties like Tête-à-Tête are ideal because they stay short and sturdy, resisting the wind and rain that can sometimes flatten taller varieties. This compact cheer is a low-effort, high-reward way to boost your home's curb appeal. One of the biggest frustrations for American gardeners is deer, but the deer-proof barrier offers a natural solution. Unlike tulips, which deer treat like garden candy, daffodils are actually toxic and bitter to wildlife. By planting a thick perimeter of daffodils around your more vulnerable plants, you create a biological security fence that protects your entire garden. This strategy allows you to grow the flowers you love without the constant fear of them being eaten overnight. It's a practical, chemical-free way to manage pests while adding beauty to your property lines. Explaining this defensive gardening technique is a high-value tip that will keep your audience coming back for more expert advice. If you have a sloping yard or a stone wall, rock garden gems are the perfect way to add character. These tiny, specialized daffodil species thrive in the well-drained, gritty soil found in rockeries. Tucking them into small crevices between large stones makes them look like hidden treasures waiting to be discovered, adding a layer of texture and detail to the landscape. The contrast between the hard, cold stone and the delicate, living petals is visually stunning. These varieties, like the hoop petticoat daffodil, have fascinating shapes that look like natural sculptures. They encourage the viewer to slow down and look closely, proving that even the smallest plants can have a massive impact on the overall feel of a garden. Gardening is a multisensory experience, and the Scented Walkway focuses on the one thing photos can't capture: fragrance. By lining your main paths with highly scented Tizeta varieties like geranium or paper whites, you create a literal perfume trail that greets you every time you walk to your front door. It's an invisible layer of beauty that makes your garden feel truly luxurious. To make the most of this effect, plant these fragrant bulbs in large groups where the scent can concentrate. As you brush past them, the movement releases even more of their sweet, heady aroma into the air. This is a fantastic way to create a memorable experience for guests and a daily treat for yourself during the fleeting weeks of spring. When you want to bring the garden onto your patio or into your home instantly, floating daffodil bowls are the ultimate lazy gardener hack. Simply fill a large stone bird bath, a ceramic bowl, or even a galvanized tub with water and float several cut daffodil heads on the surface. It creates an elegant, serene display that looks like something out of a high-end spa. This method is also a great way to rescue blooms that might have been snapped off by a heavy rain or windstorm. The water keeps them hydrated and fresh for days, and the aerial perspective allows you to appreciate the intricate geometry of the flower's center. It's a quick, beautiful way to decorate for a spring brunch or a quiet afternoon on the deck. In many parts of the U.S., spring can be a bit of a tease, which is where the winter to spring transition comes in. Highlighting the resilience of daffodils as they push through a late-season dusting of snow is incredibly dramatic and inspiring. These flowers are the ultimate tough guys of the garden, standing tall and bright even when the temperature drops. Showing this resilience on camera validates the experience of many American viewers who deal with unpredictable spring weather. It's a reminder that nature is hardy and persistent. Encouraging your audience to plant these winter warriors gives them the confidence that their garden can survive and even thrive during those final chilly gasps of the winter season. For a touch of rustic Americana, nothing beats the antique wheelbarrow Overflow. An old, weathered wooden or metal wheelbarrow makes for a perfect mobile planter. When filled with a cascading spill of yellow daffodils, it looks like a treasure chest of spring gold has been left in the middle of your lawn. It's the epitome of the shabby chic garden aesthetic. The beauty of using a wheelbarrow is the ability to move your focal point whenever you want. If you're hosting a garden party, you can wheel your blooming masterpiece to the center of the action. It's a creative way to use garden junk to create something truly spectacular, proving that with a little imagination, anything can become a home for flowers. Finally, we have the grand finale Meadow, the ultimate goal for many naturalistic gardeners. This involves planting bulbs in a wide open field or hillside and letting them go wild over several decades. The result is a vast, breathtaking landscape that looks like a scene from a movie, a sea of yellow that dances in the wind as far as the eye can see. This set it and forget it approach is the height of effortless beauty. Once established, these meadows require very little work, as the daffodils will self-propagate and spread on their own. It's a legacy project that grows more beautiful every year, providing a grand sweeping conclusion to the spring season and a powerful ending to your garden tour. From flowing golden rivers to whimsical teacup displays, we've covered some truly transformative ways to brighten your spring with daffodils. Remember, the key to a beautiful spring garden is all about a little planning and a lot of creativity. I hope these 20 ideas have inspired you to get your hands in the dirt and start planting. If you enjoyed this journey, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our growing gardening community. Which of these designs was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next video.